Good afternoon, my viewers. My name is Dr. Jonathan Theophilus Reese, and I'm here for a very, very important reason. And that reason is to teach you and your families on how to make your very own oil. My fellow colleague and I, Daniel Miller, we decided that since gas is costing the average American an arm and a leg, and yes, for you larger families, your firstborn child, that we need to show you all how to save money. And buying gas is something that is not cheap. So we spent years upon years of our lives developing this process, along with millions of dollars. So I hope that this video really inspires you to save money in the way that Daniel and I are doing that. So grab yourself a nice cool drink of soda, nice snack, and of course your favorite blanket. Sit back, relax, and watch as Daniel teaches you how to make oil. Okay.
Thank you, Dr. Jonathan Reese. So I'm Daniel Miller. Today I am going to be showing you how to make oil. So we already know that in order to make oil, you need bones, you need pressure, and you need heat. So we have stolen this idea, and we're going to use these three things to make oil ourselves. So I've been saving up chicken bones in order to use for this special occasion. And then we've got pressure, got 160 pounds of pressure, and then we've got three different sources of heat. So let's go out to the freezer. I'm going to show you the bones that I've been saving up, and I'll explain to you the three different sources of heat that we're going to use to make oil. So I have some chicken bones that I saved up just for this occasion. I have 4 containers here of nice chicken bones. Look at those. Aren't those just lovely? I've been saving these up. I've been eating chicken a lot and been saving the bones. So since these are frozen, it's going to take a lot of heat in order to warm these things up and make oil out of them. So I have 3 devices that I'm going to use. I have a propane torch here. It's going to put out a lot of heat. I have a magnifying glass that's really going to capture the sun's rays since it's a sunny day out and going to put out a lot of heat. And I have a hair dryer. This will really work good. So with the hair dryer, I'm going to use an extension cord to take this and get my power source. So let's go get started making oil. So we all know that oil comes from the ground, right? So I'm going to bury my chicken bones in the ground and apply the pressure and heat to them in order to make the oil. So I'm going to dig a hole here in my garden. Good place to make oil. Well, that should be deep enough. I'm going to throw my bones in there. I'm going to leave them in the plastic containers because I don't want oil getting all over the place once I start applying pressure and heat to them. So I'm just going to throw them in the hole just like that. Whoops. Now you want to make sure that the lids are closed when you're doing this, because you don't want to contaminate the soil. Because if you get oil leaking everywhere, it'll contaminate your soil, especially in the garden here. So make sure that you close your lids before you put the dirt back on. Great. Alright, now that's done. now I'm gonna first apply pressure, then I'm gonna apply heat. So, in order to apply the pressure, all you gotta do is just jump up and down on them. Now, jumping up and down on them will create force that you need to get that pressure to really squish those bones down and make them nice and liquidy. Alright, so now that's done, I'm going to apply a little heat to it, and that'll really make it nice and liquidy. Okay, so I got my hair dryer out here. Now, my sister doesn't know that I'm using this, but that's okay. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. It's for the greater good of mankind, so they can know how to make oil. So I'm gonna just turn this on and heat the ground up here. That should really melt them down and make it nice and soft to make oil from them. Whoa, that's really putting out a lot of heat. Now, when you're making oil, you want to make sure you alternate between heating them up and applying the pressure. So now that I've heated it up a little, I'm going to apply a little more pressure by jumping up and down on them. Alright, now I'm going to use the magnifying glass. Now, it's a pretty hot summer day right now, so the sun's rays should really come through this glass and really heat the ground up. Alright, now I'm down to the last heat source, and that's the propane tank. That should really put out a lot of heat. Okay, now that I've heated up the last time, I'm going to jump on it one final time, and we should be good to go. Okay, so now I'm finished with this process. I should expect to see a small amount of oil in each one of the containers. So I'm going to go ahead and dig them up. And be careful when you're digging them up. You don't want to turn them sideways and spill the oil out of the containers. As we jumped on them pretty hard. Put a lot of heat to them. Containers might be a little squished. Alright, let's open them up and see what our results are. Ah, look at that. Oil. Nice, fresh oil. Ah, there again. Look at that. Looks like we hit the jackpot. Alright. We got oil in every single container. This is awesome. So now we've made our own oil. This is just cool. This is really cool.
That was such a beautiful video of Daniel teaching you how to save so much money. I mean, it just chokes me up that I can help with this process, and we did so much. I don't need that anymore. I'm just so happy I could be part of this process. Now, I took my own advice and I got myself a can of Coca-Cola. Only 140 calories. And then, of course, I had some buttery smooth crackers, so the butter kind of added the calories. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I just want to thank you so much for watching this video here today. And most importantly, learning. on how you can save so much money in making your own oil. In the next video, Daniel and I will be teaching you how to refine your own oil, which is a very important process in the oil making business. Until next time, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reese. See ya.